Check 1 2 1 2.
Third, quarter, 12. Because he keeps laying stuff on my plate, and I'm trying to. Okay.
Testing, testing, 1 2 3, testing, testing. I'm going to talk a little bit behind Zay too, because not everyone likes to talk right into the microphone. So I'm going to do it kind of like this, and we're going to see. I don't think everyone likes talking into the microphone, so you might get someone, and then if Miriam's down here, you might get this. So you might not get it right into the microphone. Test, test, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, testing, testing. How are we feeling, Zay?
I could be here and adjust too.
It's all right. Well, yeah, I'm just testing for this one more so for the live stream.
I don't know how much you'll be able to feel when people sit, but there. Oh, this one. I think Jen already wiped it a little bit with the tissue. Oh, all right.
I'm just highlighting it so that the people that are introducing the next one can see the name.
Do you know if we invited
Park. I'm Jen Kilsey. I'm the Cultural Affairs Coordinator for the City of Pawtucket, and I was going to introduce our first speaker up here, but instead we have a special guest to do that.
Oh my, how curious. I seem to have stumbled down the rabbit hole again, but this time to somewhere even more marvelous. Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Now, the Mad Hatter says that you should enjoy every single day. But the Queen of Hearts has a royal decree for one day in particular. I will read it now, if I may. Off with your excuses. She expects everyone to come experience the art, music, performances, and magic waiting at this year's festival. So gather your family, bring your friends, and get ready to step into a world of creativity at the 2026 Pawtucket Arts Festival. Now, every Wonderland adventure needs someone special to begin the celebration. So please join me in welcoming a true champion of our city's arts and community, Mayor Donald Grebian.
So first of all, thank you, Alice. And after that introduction by Alice in Wonderland, I wasn't sure if I was walking into a press conference or I myself was falling down the rabbit hole. So it's great to be here this morning, and thank you. Good morning to everyone who is here and being part of this wonderful celebration. I want to thank you for being here, but I also want to recognize some of our dignitaries who are here. You'll be hearing from some of them, but we have Representative Karen Alzate who's here. Pawtucket Community Police Unit is representing us here. We have Zai, who is a city councilor from Newport, as well as the Empowerment Factory, represented none other than our own Gail Allers, and Blackstone Valley Tourism, James Toomey, as well as the Rhode Island Arts Council and others. So thank you for being here. And this is really a great day. It's a kickoff to one of Pawtucket's most beloved festivals here in the city of Pawtucket, the 2026 Arts Festival. It is normally the grand finale of what was truly been unforgettable summer of celebration. And this year was very special because of that summer of celebration. Since the beginning of the summer, we've done so many wonderful things, and there's been so much energy here in the city of Pawtucket. We brought our community together with unforgettable international soccer watch parties, which was really special, and the events that welcomed thousands and thousands of people to celebrate the world's game. And we probably joined our communities across the country in recognizing and celebrating the America's 250th anniversary. It was really a great year. And throughout it all, we've shown the very best of Pawtucket and the very best of our businesses and the very best of our residents. And what we know is when a city comes together and celebrates diversity and creates experiences, we become closer together and people of our community. Now, we get close to this remarkable festival. And in the summer, which is going to end, which is only the bad part about having the Arts Festival because the summer's over, but the Arts Festival has been here for decades and has always been a reflection of who we are in Pawtucket. We are a city of artists. We are a city of musicians. We are a city of makers, a city of entrepreneurs, performers, and neighbors who live here and believe in the arts and culture here in our community. And they really connect and strengthen our community and our residents. And that's why I offer a heartfelt thanks for everybody who's participating in this year's Arts Festival. I want to thank the Arts Festival Committee for their hard work, the Pawtucket Arts and Cultural Commission, the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, the generous sponsors, community partners, and many of the volunteers who dedicated so much time and energy and hours behind the scene. And if I missed anybody, I truly apologize. But most importantly, I want to thank those incredible artists, performers, musicians, cultural organizations, and local business who time and time again come out to support this great festival. This year's lineup is one of the strongest we've had in years. Whether you celebrate the Dragon Boat races, enjoying the credible flavors of the Empanada Fest, or experiencing the cultural performances that showcase our rich community, listening to outstanding live musicians, exploring local art, spending time with family, one of those only in many events here throughout the city. And again, I can't tell you that's what makes Pawtucket special. It celebrates every corner, every community, and invites everyone to be part of it. It also is an opportunity to support our local businesses, and I can't stress that enough. It also discover our talented artists and experience firsthand, and I mean this honestly, why Pawtucket continues to be recognized as one of Rhode Island's premier art and culture destination. And that's because of you, so give yourselves a round of applause and everybody up here. We're just a little piece of it. I encourage everybody, and you're going to hear about all the wonderful events, but I encourage everybody to look through the schedule. As many as you can attend and support our businesses and support our community. And if nothing else, this summer has shown us that Pawtucket is thriving and we're working together. This, to everyone here that helped make the summer celebration a success and an incredible success, thank you once again. And everyone planning to join us here at the festival coming up in the weeks ahead, being part of this amazing community, thank you. We can't wait to celebrate, continue the celebration, and close out an unforgettable summer with the promises to be one of the best Pawtucket Art Festival yet. So thank you for all of your celebration, and your support rather, and enjoy the celebration. I'll turn it back over to Jen. So thank you.
Thank you. We're so excited to have the kind of final show, right, of the Summer of Celebration be the Pawtucket Arts Festival. The 28th year, almost 3 decades of celebrating arts, community in the city of Pawtucket. So we have already listed a lineup of many of the events that are happening, but there's still more to come. We're adding on daily for different community events, different partnership events, and that's really what today is about as well. As much as the city loves to celebrate the events that the city produces, we also want to highlight all of our key partners. So I'm just going to go down briefly and mention some of the events happening. And when I do, I would like to give a shout out. If you are a partner and I mention your event, I want you to raise your hand. Just so we have press here, we have people that can talk to you about the specifics of your event, because we really want to showcase and highlight the community organizations, the artists themselves, and just the community members who do so much work. So August 28th is a Friday evening. We kick off with the Pawtucket Arts Collaborative Arts Party Fest. I don't know if anyone's here from the Collaborative. Perfect. So the Arts Party Fest is really a way for the Pawtucket Arts Collaborative to have a mixer of artists, but also open it up to the community to kick off the Pawtucket Arts Festival. Going into our first weekend, we will be right here at Slater Park, right? A gem of Pawtucket, as most would say. So we have a 2-day Pawtucket Arts Festival, Slater Park Fest, which will be happening here at Slater Park. We have a lineup of live music all day long, starting at 12. So there'll be continuous music, which is all free to the public. So you bring your chairs, you bring your blankets, you come listen to music, but you also enjoy over 100 craft and artisan vendors here at the park. You enjoy food trucks, you enjoy the different community events that are happening within Slater Park, which we will address as well. So the Empowerment Factory Healthy Living Community event, Gail is here, her team. Adds so much value to the Slater Park Fest, and she'll be able to touch on some details of her event. We also have the Loof Carousel at Slater Park Heritage Festival, their event, which I know there's some folks here from the Friends of the Loof Carousel. So these events are so important, again, to bring the community in, put it under the umbrella of the Pawtucket Arts Festival, so that way we can promote everyone. We can promote all these community partners. We can celebrate the arts, not only for Pawtucket residents to be prideful of their community, but also for the greater community to come to Pawtucket and descend on Pawtucket. I mentioned the lineup of live music, so I'm just going to touch briefly. We have the Unlikely Strummers. I believe Cindy's here from the Unlikely Strummers, which is a really fun ukulele band, very folksy and fun to kick off the day. We have the Rhode Island Gay Men's Chorus, who's going to do an array of music throughout the rest of that performance. If anyone's here. Mix Magic will present That Freedom Feeling. I know Ricardo is here. And again, we love to add our local theaters and producers and artists to come in and do live performances whenever possible. So we're so happy to once again be able to coordinate with Mix Magic. At 4 p.m., Room Full of Blues will be doing their fun, folksy, jazzy music. And then all of this coming to our last performance of the evening on the 29th, which is the Rhode Island Wind Ensemble. And I know there's folks here from the Rhode Island Wind Ensemble. So they are a wonderful local orchestra that will be doing a wonderful production of music, also celebrating the 250th, right? There'll be a lot of patriotic tunes as well, and that will all come together and end in a fireworks presentation here at Slater Park. So we hope you'll join us that day, of course. The following day, it's a 2-day event. We will focus more on the artisan craft vendors as well as children's performances. We have Bill Harley coming, who's a notable performer here in Rhode Island. Going down the list a little bit more, we have some events going on throughout the week. We have the Arts Commission of Pawtucket will be hosting their art gallery exhibition at Pawtucket City Hall in the Pawtucket Library. This year's focus as part of the Arts Festival is our local theater community. So we have wonderful theaters here, so you'll be able to come and see all that they have to add to not only Pawtucket, but the art scene here in Pawtucket. We also have some wonderful events going on over at Slater Mill in downtown. So September 4th is Soul Value at Slater Mill. I know Jessica was here. Thank you, Jessica. They'll be doing some historic storytelling. And again, a lot of this also ties into the 250th celebration of our country. Going down a little further, September 5th, Saturday, will be our downtown focus. So it is a full day of exciting opportunities for you to come and spend the day in Pawtucket. The 25th annual Chinese Dragon Boat Races in Taiwan Day Festival, which most people are very familiar with, that will be touched upon a little bit down the road here in our lineup. The city will also have our signature Empanada Fest, as well as downtown block parties. So that's a way to bring folks downtown, celebrate not only artists and food, wonderful cuisine, but also to highlight the wonderful restaurants and businesses we have here in the city. Moving on that weekend, September 6th and 7th, will be the Cape Verdean Krechu Festival. I know Melanie, I saw Melanie, I believe, here. With such a strong, lively Cape Verdean community here in Pawtucket, it just makes sense to have this wonderful cultural event, which has been expanded every year, and we love to work with our different community partners to make all of this happen. So again, this is just touching on, there'll be more events added. The city has some grant opportunities where our partners can come in and do performances. So I know I see Consuelo Sherba here. I know they always are part of the Pawtucket Arts Festival with beautiful live music, and we have a wonderful taste of what's going on. I also just wanted to mention Alice briefly here. Alice is from 1031 Productions, which is right here in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and they do amazing work, as you can see. So Alice at Slater Park will be joined by some of her other Alice in Wonderland friends to do some living art. So they'll walk through the park. It's really an exciting opportunity just to be part of this. So we're going to go down and have some other speakers who can touch on some of the other events. So I am going to turn this over to Todd Trebor from the Rhode Island State Council on the Arts. He's going to come up and say a few words about the arts in Rhode Island, in Pawtucket specifically. Okay.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Mayor Grebian, and thank you, Queen of Hearts, for letting me be here today. And congratulations to Pawtucket on the 28th Pawtucket Arts Festival. In its 28th year, sorry. My name is Todd Trebor, as Jennifer said, and I'm the Executive Director of the Rhode Island State Council on the Arts, or RISCA. RISCA is the state's arts agency, and we steward the arts and culture sector. We also amplify its importance in developing thriving individuals and communities, and nothing says thriving more than Pawtucket Arts Festival in terms of what it's done for this community here. RISCA's mission is to ensure that arts and culture play an ever more significant part in the well-being and experience of all Rhode Island residents through grant making, programming, education, policy building, and convening. Since 1998, the Pawtucket Arts Festival has been filling the streets, parks, riverfronts with music, dance, theater, cultural performances, and visual arts. Through its diverse and thoughtful lineup, the Pawtucket Arts Festival is not just a part of the city's identity, but a complex and thoughtful expression of it. For me, seeing Mixed Magic Theater's Exalt Choir, Oray Ensemble, the Dragon Boat Races, and Culture Shock over the years has oriented me to the cultural importance and vibrancy of Pawtucket. And it has led me to come back again and again to the festival and to the city itself. Cultural events like the Pawtucket Arts Festival generate economic activity every year. I wouldn't be a state bureaucrat if I didn't say that. Supporting not just artists and festival vendors, but other local businesses as well. But when one invests in arts and culture, unlike other sectors, the impact is fivefold and moves beyond the economic to positively impacting education, health, community cohesion, and cultural heritage.
To me, the deeper importance of events like the Pawtucket Arts Festival are their ability to bring people together and create a pride of place, both for the people who live here and for the people who are visiting. And it is that pride of place, that sense of community, and that feeling of connection to yourself and to others that arts and culture create so effectively and so beautifully. I look forward to this year's festival and to see what Pawtucket has in store for us. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. We also want to make sure you cannot do events like this without sponsorship and the support of the community. So between the business community coming out and stepping up and making donations and sponsorships, we just really want to acknowledge the importance of the value of bringing the arts to the community. And the mission of the Pawtucket Arts Festival is to make the arts free and accessible to all. So the exception of an empanada ticket, because there is a little cost to purchasing empanadas, other than that, all of the events are free and open to the public. So that's some people ask, how much is the tickets, to certain events? Like, no, it's free. So we really want everyone to come out and enjoy. So next up, I would like to introduce Miriam Plitt, who is the chair of the Pawtucket Commission on Arts and Culture.
I got to tell you, the people that make these podiums, they never heard, what is it, Randy? Remember he did that short people? So, anyhow, you can see me, you can hear me. My father used to say my best asset was my mouth, so I'm going to go and say that. So, first of all, I'm listening to the speeches that were made. Pretty much, I had the same thing. But it took me time to put this together, so I'm not going to bore you, but I am going to give my speech. So first of all, I want to welcome all of you to the City of Pawtucket of Arts and Culture. And I joke around with my friends that live in Providence, and I tell them that Providence is a suburb of Pawtucket. So I'm also on the Riverfront Commission, a member, and I know Pam Hughes is here, and we're really putting things together, and really great things. So I want to briefly go through this. So my late husband, Arthur, and I were transplants to the city of Pawtucket. I am a Brooklyn girl. I was brought up in Brooklyn, New York. My husband was brought up in a little bit upstate Rockland County, and we chose to come to Pawtucket. But more than that, we chose to live in Pawtucket. And both our sons went to school here and were educated in the city of Pawtucket. We had opportunities to move, and we thought we do not want to move. We really love it here. So I'm going to tell you some of the reasons that I really love Pawtucket. First of all, we are going through a renaissance right now. There is a real rebirth in the city of Pawtucket, and I think it's extremely exciting. When I drive through the streets and I see new businesses, I see housing, and I will tell you that the arts are very much a part of all of this. The arts are a key factor in any city, and especially ours. Along with the culture, it adds vibrancy. It's good for everybody. It's part of the fabric of our city. It's good for the businesses. We have arts-related businesses, revenue producing, and we have lots of different artists. So I'm very happy to see what is going on in the city. So I am very honored to be the chair of the Pawtucket Arts and Culture Commission. And what we are the umbrella organization for all the arts in the city of Pawtucket. And we are branding arts in the city of Pawtucket. One of the things, and our mission is that we promote arts in the community, especially in public places, but also it's the beautification of the city. So I was asked to give some examples of the things that we are doing, and so I'm going to make it short, brief. We partner with organizations, and we partner with people like RISCA in the state. We also partner with elected and appointed officials, and we do advisory to any arts group. So one of the big key signatures is we have a city gallery, which is housed in the city hall. And we have year-round exhibits, and it's going to be newly refurbished. Thank you, Mayor Grebian, and thank you, DPW, for doing this. We will let you know how great it's gonna look. We have exhibits now that we've extended into the library, so there's another public spot where people can go and enjoy the arts. We have murals, we've participated. Matter of fact, I looked in the park, the two big murals, the commission coordinated all that. Public art. Another thing is that I'm big on neighborhoods. And so we go into the neighborhoods, and if you see the paint boxes, that's something that the commission has done. We participated in the poetry slam. We're involved with the sculpture park, and you know what? I could go on and on. It's all good. As the mayor would say, it's all good. So we are housed, the commission is housed in Commerce Department. Jen is our staff person, so I want to thank Jennifer. I want to thank Sandra Mazo very, very much. Let me see what else that I have here. I also want to thank, I really want to thank the leadership. I want to thank Mayor Don Grebian, who is extremely supportive of the arts and the people in this city. And I want to thank, and I know some of his people are here, thank the administration very, very much. And the elected and appointed officials and the volunteer citizenry that come out to make this city such a great city. So today I brought a special guest. I brought my grandson, Ethan, who is visiting us from Massachusetts. Ethan, you can stand up, let me see you. Yeah. So last night we went to Spumoni's for dinner, and we were talking about the city. And I said, Ethan, tell me what you think about the city. And he said, first of all, it's a very interesting city. And he said, having the arts adds brightness to the city. And that is one of the reasons that people will come and visit. And I'm going to add to it and come and live here. So my message to all of you here is basically, we've got, as Don said, we have so much going for us, and thank you, Don, so much. That when you go out and speak to other people in the community, and you invite them here, think of this when you talk to them. You may want to say to them, come here and experience Pawtucket. Thank you.
Thank you, Marianne. Thank you.
Right here.
Thank you, Miriam. A longtime supporter of arts and community initiatives in the city. And who doesn't love the saxophone player? That isn't special. That is not special for today. He is here, I think, almost every day, right, Luke? Yeah. Like so. What's his? Does he have a name? Do we call him just sax guy? But he's amazing. So it really does add ambiance, right? When you're walking through, we'll have meetings out here about something, and like, who doesn't love the music in the background? So next up, because we want to focus on our collaborations, and especially with new events happening as part of the Pawtucket Arts Festival, I'd like to introduce Pat Zacks, who's going to speak on behalf of the Loof Carousel event that's happening. And Pat is also a long time part of the Pawtucket Arts Festival, right from the very beginning. So she really knows the history. She's seen it, ebb and flow and evolve through the years. So we appreciate that you're here today.
How are you?
Well, thank you for inviting me. When I was approached, I was asked to reflect on the history of the festival. So I got a lot of papers here, but it's not all what I'm going to say, so don't panic. I had to give this a lot of thought, and it was actually fun thought, and you realize how far you've come. So in 1998, I was invited to serve on a committee after the city of Pawtucket was asked to participate in this thing called Convergence. And it was a statewide arts festival founded by Bob Rizzo. Our contribution included a jazz performance, tours of Slater Mill, a photography lecture by a CCRI professor, and the debut of the City of Pawtucket photo contest. Deadline is this Friday, by the way. On opening night, about 20 people attended. In fact, there was so much leftover pizza that everybody went home with some. But sometimes great things have humble beginnings. Not long afterwards, we made the bold decision to branch out on our own, and the Pawtucket Arts Festival was born. For me, what began as a committee assignment soon became something much more, a scavenger hunt and eventually a mission. I became founder of the Pawtucket Arts Collaborative, bringing together artists, business owners, and community members to discover the incredible artistic talent that we had quietly flourished right here in Pawtucket. Many of those artists were internationally recognized, and our historic mills had become thriving studios, a tradition that continues today. And I want to recognize Consuelo Sherba because she was one of those from the Rhode Island Philharmonic and a Pawtucket resident. In 2000, I met a young city councilman who was genuinely interested in learning about the arts and the role they could play in our city's future. His name was Don Grebian. He attended our meetings, listened, asked questions, and embraced the vision. More than 25 years later, the Pawtucket Arts Collaborative remains a vibrant organization, and now our Mayor Grebian continues to be one of the art's strongest supporters. The arts have always been an important part of Pawtucket's identity. During my years serving on the Pawtucket Arts Festival Committee through 2015, I had the privilege of helping organize many of the events that have shaped the festival while ensuring artists had a seat at the planning committee. Together we introduced theater performances, trolley tours, open studio weekends, exhibitions, and the Slater Park Fall Festival. Much of the sculpture you see here today, especially in Slater Park and throughout downtown Pawtucket, it grew from those efforts, including the beautiful painting Hope by Gretchen Dow Simpson, which sits outside of the mayor's office today. We welcomed performers ranging from Bob Dylan to the Cowsills. The possibilities were and continue to be endless. Art inspires, art challenges. Sometimes it can even be controversial, and we learned that when we did String Over the Slater Mill. But that was fun. But above all, art creates conversation. It strengthens community, and it gives people a reason to come together, which is so very important. Today we celebrate another Pawtucket Arts Festival and another exciting chapter in that story. One of this year's newest additions is the Loof Carousel at Slater Park Heritage Festival, taking place on Saturday, August 29 from 12 to 5 p.m. The festival is proudly sponsored by the Friends of the Loof Carousel at Slater Park, the City of Pawtucket Parks and Recreation Department, and the Slater Park Parks Commission. And before I continue, I'd like to recognize the many people who have worked so hard to make this event possible. Thank you to Luke McLaughlin, Chris Crawley, Mayor Don Grebian, and my fellow Friends of the Loof Carousel committee members, Herman Brewster, Cheryl Babyak, Bob Benson, Diane Dufresne, Bill Mulholland, Donna Houle, Mike Cassidy, Eric Gould, Mike Pratt, and Wendy Jenks. Could not have done any of this without them. Built by Charles I.D. Loof in 1895 and brought to Slater Park in 1910, the Loof Carousel has delighted generations of families. As a special tribute to its history, carousel rides during the Heritage Festival will once again just cost 5 cents. The festival will celebrate Slater Park's historic triangle, the Loof Carousel, the Daggett House, and the J.C. Potter Casino, with activities including vintage style paper moon keepsake photography by Pawtucket resident and RISD Museum photographer Eric Gould. A special appearance by Charles I.D. Loof, portrayed by 1031 Productions. The debut of the Anna Kent Partridge Lecture Series, exploring the history of Slater Park and the carousel's preservation. Who's Anna Kent Partridge? It was because of her efforts that this structure was not demolished. You know, and it was her public outcry in the 11th hour that said, hey, this is important to the city and you need to keep it. Complimentary tours of the Daggett House, art exhibitions by the Rhode Island Watercolor Society, demonstrations by the Rhode Island Spinners Guild, traditional lawn games and heritage activities, and a beautifully restored 1917 Roadster. The festival is about celebrating our past. It's about introducing a new generation to the remarkable treasures we have right here in Slater Park and helping people understand why preserving our history matters. We hope that the Loof Carousel Heritage Festival becomes another cherished Pawtucket tradition for generations to come. Thank you and enjoy this year's festival.
Thank you, Pat, for some of the history and also the new exciting things that are to come this year. So obviously, artists, performers, there's a lot that goes into art, right? You have performing arts, you have visual arts, but another piece is cuisine, right? Tasty little treats to eat is very important. So the last couple years, hosting Empanada Fest downtown has become a really fun, fan favorite event. And as part of that, yes, it's important to highlight food, and we also have entertainment and music, and it's really a block party of fun and dancing and a great time. But it's also to highlight our businesses, right? So we highlight our local restaurants that have tasty empanadas. It's a fun, friendly competition. There's really no losers because everyone wins eating the empanadas. But also to really highlight the Arts Festival brings people to the city. So that doesn't just benefit, say the restaurants that are participating in Empanada Fest, which we hope it does, but also all the other businesses in the city. By bringing people in, people get to go to the restaurants and the breweries. If they come to Slater Park and have never been here before, now they're driving through Pawtucket to see what else the city has to offer. So we really want to make sure that everyone understands that the businesses are really what make these kinds of events thrive, and we hope that they can promote each other. So speaking to that, we actually have a guest here who does own a local restaurant, DG Cafe, and they have participated with Empanada Fest the last several years, and we wanted to invite them to talk a little bit about what they do and the importance of the arts and what it brings to business in Pawtucket. So we want to invite up Doris Gordon and her daughter Emily Mendoza.
Un saludito para todos, bienvenidos. Nosotros somos los dueños de DJ Café, somos uno de los participantes del Festival de Empanada cada año. Ya nos hemos llevado 4 premios, gloria a Dios. Estamos muy agradecidos con nuestro alcalde, estamos agradecidos con la ciudad de Pawtucket, agradecidos con este Festival de Empanadas, porque es que este Festival de Empanadas nos permite a nosotros como negociantes a que nos conozcan, ¿verdad? Porque reúne mucha gente y gracias a este Festival de Empanada cada día llega nueva gente a nuestros negocios, crece nuestra economía y ya llevamos 7 años y estamos muy agradecidos con el Festival de Empanada. El Festival de Empanada es más que una competencia, no se trata de quién es mejor o quién es peor, no. El Festival de Empanada es importante porque, como les dije antes, nos ayuda a nosotros como negociantes a que nos conozcan. Y es importante porque el Festival de Empanadas reúne familias, reúne niños, reúne jóvenes, reúne amigos, reúne la comunidad. Estamos tan emocionados porque este año vamos a participar nuevamente en el Festival de Empanadas. Muchas gracias.
Hello, my name's Emily, and I'll be translating all of that. So basically, Empanada Fest isn't just a competition. It's a way for families and neighbors and people from out of state to come and enjoy food and to look for new cuisines. Another thing is that we've been participating in Empanada Fest for 5 years, and out of 5 years, we've won 4 of them. Empanada Fest has been very important to us because it's helped us grow and into the community and bring more to our business and more customers and to show our product and everything. So Empanada Fest is not just a competition, all that stuff. It helps businesses grow, not just us, but everyone who's participated. So thank you.
Thank you, Doris and Emily.
Any samples?
I know. Sorry, no samples today. They have to get ready for Empanada Fest, which is September 5th, by the way. Tickets will go on sale soon. We'll have more details to come on that. And again, that Empanada Fest is a piece of the downtown event. So you can purchase tickets for that, but we also have downtown block party because we want to make it open to anyone. So you can come down. There'll be other food trucks available. There'll be live music. Again, it's a way to celebrate community and spirit, and it'll be right in the City Hall parking lot where a lot of the watch parties were for the World Cup. That's becoming like party central in the city of Pawtucket. We have a designated area, so that'll be a fun time. So last but certainly not least, I'm going to invite up James Toomey, who sort of wears 2 hats. Obviously, as the executive director of the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council, he can speak to the arts and tourism in general for the city of Pawtucket, but of course also touch on the 25th anniversary of the Dragon Boat races. So I'll let him go into details on that.
Hello everyone, good morning. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to everyone in the press that is joining us today. And looking out into the audience, I see a lot of people that have worked extremely hard for the Arts Festival for so many years. So thank you to all of you that are out there. The cameras are not on you, but just thank you to all of you, and thank you to everyone that's joining me here on stage. It's an incredible task. And yes, from the tourism side, it's been amazing to see this event that has been going on for nearly 30 years now that has helped to change the complexion and really help put Pawtucket on the map as an arts destination, which it absolutely is. It's a great collection of individual groups coming together in a collective manner to put on a phenomenal series of events that are free, and you can really see the cultural tapestry that is here in Pawtucket. So we invite you to come and spend some time with us. Stay at the Hampton Inn. You don't need to drive anywhere, and enjoy your time here. But we're really excited. If I didn't introduce myself, I am James Toomey. I'm the executive director of Blackstone Valley Tourism Council. And we're very excited to host the 25th annual Rhode Island Chinese Dragon Boat Races and Taiwan Day Festival on Saturday, September 5th at Festival Pier from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. This event is produced in partnership with the Luke Charitable Foundation, the Taiwanese Economic and Cultural Office in Boston, and the City of Pawtucket. So thank you to all of them as well as the sponsors to make this happen. It's quite an undertaking of having dragon boats and everything that needs to go into that, but it is been something that we are so honored to be a part of sharing that piece of Asian culture here in Rhode Island and bringing fun and excitement and attention to the Pawtucket River, which is really what this is all about. And looking at the changes over time has been spectacular. You know, when we were looking across the river from Festival Pier, which yes, there's now a Festival Pier, which when we started, it was literally a dirt lot. When I was working there, my ankles would be gray from this dirt soot type stuff, you know, and it was so much fun, you know. But to see what it is now, this beautiful place that people can enjoy and look across the river, which was, you know, once what it was, you know, to now this beautiful stadium, Centerville Bank Stadium, that helps drive so much attention and tourism to the city of Pawtucket, and what the future of that area is going to be is really phenomenal. So over the years, being able to see this event grow from less than 100 attendees came the first year to what we're expecting now this year is roughly 8,000 people plus or minus, and it's really just become a marquee event, hopefully in the state. We like to think so. And even with this 25th anniversary, the response has been amazing. The team registration sold out faster than it ever has. We will be welcoming teams from all over the East Coast and Northeast. We have teams traveling from as far as Washington, D.C. and New Jersey coming up to race with us. We have teams from Massachusetts. And we have our wonderful local contingency of teams from Rhode Island, which has been amazing to see grow. Which there wasn't a club team when we started this event so many years ago, and now there's so many. Ocean State Dragon Boat, which is headquartered here in Pawtucket. We've got Century Dragon Boat and Valkyrie Dragons, and the list can go on, RI Phoenix, and we've just got a lot of teams that are here in Rhode Island, and I think that a lot of that has come because Pawtucket has supported this event, and we've been able to do it with our partners. So come and see our beautifully designed and unique style of our beautiful boats and our unique style of racing. You know, this is something that is known nationwide. This is a family-friendly event as well of cultural exchange and entertainment. We will have the Rhode Island Kung Fu and Lion Dance Club with us. They're going to kick off the opening ceremony under our big tent there. And we'll have Asian food trucks, we'll have vendors, interactive games, and entertainment for kids. But one thing that I'm really, really, really excited to announce, we have a major headliner this year. They'll be joining us for the first time in about 20 years. They were the first international act that we had back in about 2005. They're a Grammy-nominated act from Southern Taiwan. The Tendrum Art Percussion Group is going to be joining us this year as our headliner. So please come and see this. This is a rare opportunity to see such a caliber of artist working very hard to make all of that stuff come together. It's a large ensemble that is going to put on a phenomenal show. So we really invite you to come out and see that. As Jen has mentioned, this is a free event. We do take donations if you want to throw a few bucks to us just to kind of keep this thing going, but it's free. So yes, September 5th is going to certainly be an action-packed day of fun and excitement. Come see us. Head to Empanada Fest and the Block Party. Shout out to our friends and partners at Rhode Island FC. They have a game that night, so you can come to Pawtucket, park in one place, head all everywhere, and enjoy like a full day of fun and excitement along the Blackstone and Pawtucket rivers. So yeah, please come and see us at the Pawtucket Arts Festival. For more information, please go to dragonboatri.com. And we have one of our dragon boats here, so please come and take some photos. And we also do have some press releases if anyone in the press has not received anyone. Brian over there has them, so we can get that to you. And we'll be sending out a press release and some photos later this afternoon to anyone there. So we have some rack cards. But thank you all for inviting me to be here, and shout out to all the other event producers that are doing fantastic things during the Arts Festival this year. We're very honored and happy to be a part of it. So thank you.
So thank you again to all our speakers, to all our community partners and the press that came out today. Just a little housekeeping. So again, if you are here from the press and want to speak with anyone directly or specifically about their events, please either reach out to them here, or if you're not sure who to go to, please come up and ask. We'd love to point out, you know, the wind ensemble and the unlikely strummers and, you know, any of the groups that are doing performances or events. If you want to connect with them directly to get more details, we're happy to make that connection. And I think we would love to get a photo, everyone who's here in front of the Dragon Boat. It would be lovely to have all these partners. We have so many great community events happening. We really want to celebrate that and celebrate today. So if we could maybe gather over in front of the Dragon Boat and grab a photo. Yes.